You need to watch this if you struggle with quick thinking in tough situations. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to the channel and share this video with your friends, so you never miss out on survival secrets that could save a life. In World War II, survival often depended less on firepower and more on quick thinking and adaptation to the environment. Soldiers learned to use the earth itself as a shield, giving rise to the scrape shelter, a simple, hastily dug hollow in the ground. Unlike the elaborate trenches of World War I, these shelters could be made in under an hour, offering immediate protection from gunfire, shrapnel, and the elements. The scrape shelter was born out of necessity, improvised by ordinary soldiers under extraordinary pressure. It embodied the principle: use what's available and use it fast. This small depression in the earth became a sanctuary, a vital tool in the relentless struggle to survive. The skills to build one were simple, but demanded a keen understanding of the land, passed from veteran to rookie and still relevant today. In war, being seen often meant being targeted. Large fortifications drew enemy fire, but a small, low-profile scrape shelter was nearly invisible from both ground and air. Camouflage and subtlety became the best defense. Blending in was safer than building up. The speed of modern warfare demanded mobility. Soldiers needed shelters they could dig, use, and abandon quickly. The scrape shelter offered tactical flexibility, allowing rest and protection anywhere, anytime. This shift from static defense to dynamic survival changed battlefield thinking. The shelter wasn't just a structure, it was a mindset: adapt, hide, survive. In nature, it's not always the strongest who survive, but those who remain unseen. Building a scrape shelter was an exercise in efficiency. Soldiers scouted for a natural depression or cover, then used a small entrenching tool to dig a shallow, body-sized pit, just deep enough to lie low. The excavated soil was piled around the edges, forming a low berm for extra protection. Every movement was calculated to conserve energy and time. The goal: get below the line of fire and shrapnel fast. Refinements included smoothing the interior and adding a drainage channel for rain. In less than an hour, ordinary ground became a life-saving refuge. With knowledge and a simple tool, the earth itself became a shield. Freshly dug shelters could stand out, so camouflage was crucial. Soldiers replaced turf and scattered local debris, leaves, branches and twigs over the shelter to erase signs of digging. Using only native materials ensured the shelter blended perfectly with its surroundings. Sometimes a lattice of branches and leaves formed a low, hidden roof for extra weather protection. Rocks reinforced the berm, preventing collapse. Camouflage wasn't just about hiding, it was about restoring the landscape. A well-camouflaged shelter was a testament to patience and skill. Disappearing into the landscape became a soldier's most powerful defense. The scrape shelter shielded soldiers not just from bullets, but from the relentless weather. Lying in a shallow pit broke the wind and preserved body heat, often making the difference between comfort and hypothermia. Soldiers lined the bottom with dry leaves or pine boughs for insulation. Makeshift roofs, branches, leaves, or a poncho kept out rain and snow while maintaining a low profile. Camouflage was always maintained, even for coverings. The shelter offered psychological comfort, a small, personal space in a hostile world. Resting in a scrape shelter restored both body and mind. It was a shield for the body and a sanctuary for the spirit. The lessons of the scrape shelter remain vital for anyone venturing into the wild today. In emergencies, the ability to quickly dig a shelter with minimal tools can mean the difference between safety and danger. It's a skill that empowers, requiring only a trowel, some knowledge, and the land itself. Practicing this technique teaches you about soil, insulation, and the environment. Building a scrape shelter connects us to the ingenuity of those who came before. It's a living tradition, not just a survival trick. The simplest solutions, born of necessity, are often the most enduring. Building a scrape shelter teaches more than just digging. It sharpens your ability to read terrain, spot resources, and assess risks. You learn to conserve energy, working efficiently for maximum benefit. Improvisation becomes second nature, using whatever materials are at hand. These skills foster true self-reliance and adaptability. Constructing a shelter also connects us to history, building empathy for those who survived before us. It's a humbling, grounding experience. The scrape shelter stands as a monument to human resilience and resourcefulness. The scrape shelter, born of wartime necessity, offers timeless lessons. It reminds us that the simplest, most effective solutions are often right beneath our feet. Try building one yourself. Feel the earth, gather materials, and create a temporary home. This hands-on experience builds confidence and respect for nature's resources. Share this knowledge. It's a legacy worth passing on. In uncertain times, practical wisdom is a priceless gift. The earth offers protection to those who know how to ask for it.